Jurassic Alive is getting a Chaos Theory update. We're going to talk about more possible Chaos Theory creatures, but let's start with the first Becklespinax, Brunette. So it's getting a Cleansing Formation move, which can increase damage and whatnot. And then it also has a second Defense Shattering Rampage, which will only attack for 1.5 times, but on revenge attack everyone. And then its third move is Alert Devouring Impact, which, 1.5 times and does devour, but heals by 150% when thrown. Has a simple no escape move, and then also defensive counter. We also have Blondie, the main Chaos Theory Becklespinax in game. It's called Blondie because it originally was meant to have blonde on it. But yeah, Blondie's first move is a simple instant cutting strike. Then its second move is a group shield devouring impact or breaking impact, which can devour. And then its third move is a precise piercing rampage, which will do 2 times bypassing armor and dodge. It also has a blighted piercing counter to reduce opponent's healing. And then its last move is a critical on escape. But our third creature of the Chaos Theory update isn't in the show, but I think can be justified because it is Ampelorex, which is a hybrid of Buck, which you do know Buck is in Bison Valley, and we do know we could be going to Bison Valley in Chaos Theory Season 3. But this hybrid's also made from Ampelosaurus, and I'd say is a good partner to Pteranodactylus, which was also recently added along with Ampelosaurus, which is made from Doe, which is a partner to Buck. So yeah, I think Pteranodactylus and Ampelorex make a good team, even if Ampelorex isn't actually a T-Rex model. But anyway, we're getting new features such as new feature in Isle Assault, and also an improvement to matchmaking so your phone doesn't turn off. But the major highlight is the search function. We are getting to search for specific creatures and also scroll in the Dino Dex faster. Now, Brunette's name had been floating around for a while, so it's cool to see it's finally here. I reckon it took so long because they were originally going to put it on a Carnotaurus rig, but then decided let's just put it on Indominus Rex rig so we can put in Jurassic World Game 2. Anyway, now that we know both Becklespinaxes are coming to game, what else do I think we could get? Maybe Pachyrhinosaurus, because Pachyrhinosaurus is not in the game at all, and we know they're always trying to up their roster of things they haven't got in the game yet. Sure, we could have more like Microceratus and whatnot because that was in the movie, but regardless, Pachyrhinosaurus I think is still valid because it is in Jurassic World the game. So why have they been holding off Pachyrhinosaurus so long? I do think originally Triceratops was meant to be Pachyrhinosaurus, and that's why it's been not in the picture for ages, and I think it was meant to appear in Dominion, and so they put it off again. So maybe now that it's in Chaos Theory they can finally add it to the game. Maybe it could be like a common or something, but yeah. If you guys have noticed the pattern, we get like one creature for each season. So season 1 we got Parasaurolophus Lux, season 2 we got Bumpy, season 3 we got Scorpius Rex, season 4 Spinoceratops, and season 5 Toro. Now Chaos Theory season 1, Brunette and Blondie, they both count as Becklespinax basically. So Geba Gallimimus as a rare I think could happen, for a season 2 creature. Same with Pachyrhinosaurus, because Pachyrhinosaurus was in season 2, Geba was in season 2, so I think they're quite likely. I'll put Geba as rare, even though it's like a character creature. I don't really know what else to put as rare. I want to try different rarities on all the things, so then again, Geba could end up being like epic, legendary, or omega. That's usually what the character rarities do get, but I'm gonna put it as rare for now. But I do think this one is quite likely, and almost I would say Pachyrhinosaurus is more likely just because we don't have one in the game yet. But to get Geba in the game, would it be incredibly easy? They've already got a Gallimimus model, so all they need to do is reskin it, and really that's super simple. I doubt they would introduce it as a skin. It would be a whole new thing, like Rexy, Buck, Doe, etc. I do think they would add Geba separately. But yeah, what else could we get? Leucistic Baryonyx, I do think as Omega 2, just because of, it's got really cool abilities in the show, and I think it could be meta in the game. But yeah, well, I think it could be quite easy to get into the game because, we have got Baryonyxes already. So all they have to do is, reskin it to be completely white with a bit of patterning, and then just get rid of the eyes. What I do, because when I animate, I've got the Leucistic Baryonyx, but I put it on a Baryonyx rig. I grab its eyeballs, and because you can move them around, I just move them into the head. So they're inside the brain, the eyeballs, and you can't see them. That's what I do. I think they'll do something a bit different with the game, because you can see it hasn't got eye sockets. It's just got, flat on it as the Leucistic Baryonyx. But yeah, that is also one I think could be for season 2. So there's 3 options we could get for a season 2 dinosaur. Considering we normally only get one, maybe, you know, Pachyrhinosaurus hopefully would be cool. But then for season 3, well, obviously we did get Big Eatie in season 1, but I think maybe Big Eatie could reappear in season 3, and I've got an explanation for this I'll get to when I mention the next creature. But Big Eatie, you know, it's a recurring character ever since season 4. Started appearing in season 4 of Camp Cretaceous, then season 5, and then returned in season 1. And I think we've got a bit of lore that needs to be caught up on with the Manticore creatures. I do think Big Eatie would be like a legendary T Rex, you know, just because all the other T Rex characters are legendary. Rexy, Buck, Doe, they're all legendary. So, you know, I think we could get a grey T Rex, make it legendary, just to fit the pattern so far. And yeah, I think it could be like a season 3 creature. And considering, you know, Blondie and Brunette, you could combine them as Becklespinax for the one season 1 creature. I think you could also combine that with Little Eatie for a season 3 creature. Now we know it hasn't been in Chaos Theory yet, but we recently got a Lego set and they called it Little Eatie, and it was for the Chaos Theory line. Its description does say Camp Cretaceous, but I think there's a highly likely chance we could figure out what happened to Little Eatie in season 3. So, you know, I reckon the Becklespinaxes could be the season 1 character, the Pachyrhinosaurus could be the season 2 character, if not Geba or Leucistic Baryonyx, and the T-Rexes could be the season 3 character, because we do know season 3 is incoming. But yeah, I do think Manticore needs a bit of explaining, you know, everything going on. Where is Little Eatie? Where's everything else? Spinosaurus, Spinoceratopses. I think they're being held by the government. I don't think they will return. But Little Eatie, I do think could return, just considering Big Eatie is out there. So Little Eatie might be out there somewhere as well. And maybe they'll be in Jurassic or Live eventually. But Major Majungasaurus. This could also be a possible season 2 one, but I've left it till last because I really am unsure about it coming. I haven't even put Suchomimus Gen 2 on the list at all because I just do not think it will come to the game because we've already got one. If you think Oranosaurus was in the game, and Monolithosaurus, Tarbosaurus, Kentrosaurus actually, but even after their appearances in Camp Cretaceous, you know, Ludia, they never decided to make them. Sure, we got Toro, but that was just a reskin of Carnotaurus. We got Bumpy. It was a slightly changed model, but still kind of a reskin. So that's why I think Major is very unlikely, because it's very different to the Majungasaurus model in game. But it is a character dinosaur, so it is possible. Fingers crossed, but I do think Pachyrhinosaurus would be way more likely as a season 2 dino. If not, Geba is super easy. Same with Leucistic Baryonyx. Anyway, make sure to watch up here for more videos. I'll see you later. Bye, everyone.